This is a step-by-step video showing how to calculate fractions of whole numbers by Marion Allery. Fractions of whole numbers are often set out like this. 1/4 of 20 is. Another way of thinking about it is 20 divided by 4 equals. So we are learning to calculate fractions of whole numbers. 20 divided by 4 equals. Now, whenever anything is divided by 4, I find it easiest to half the number and then half the answer. This works out for even numbers only. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. And then 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 1/4 of 20 is 5. 1/4 of 100 is, now thinking about it as 100 divided by 4, so first I'll start with 100 divided by 2, which I know is 50, and then divide that by 2, which is 25. So 1/4 of 100 is 25. So if I know that 1/4 of 100 is 25, what is 3/4 of 100? Well, to work this out, I can either times 25 by 3, or I can do 100 take away 25. So to do either of these, I know that the answer is 75. Another way of looking at this as a visual is like a number line. So we've got 0/4 at the start, 1/4, 2/4. I know that can be simplified. It should be written as 1/2. Then we've got 3/4 and 4/4, or known as 1. So I can have 0 here, and in this case, my whole is 100. So I know that half of 100 is 50, and I just worked out what half of 50, or 1/4 of 100, is 25, and 3/4 is 75. Now this can be used for many fractions using this visual or this number line. So if I'm trying to work out what 1/4 of 250 is, I will put 0 here and 250 as the whole. Half of 250 is 125. Now it's a little bit tricky to do half of 125, so I'm going to break this number up into 100, 20 and 5, because that equals 125. I'm going to half each of these numbers. So 100 divided by 2 is 50, 20 divided by 2 is 10, and 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, or 2.5. Now I need to bring all these numbers down into a sum, add them all together to get my answer. So 50 plus 10 plus 2.5 is 62.5. This is the number that is 1/4 of 250. What about if I've got 2/3 of 36? Well, this time I will have 3 equal parts. So in my number line, it would be 0 out of 3, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. At the start, I would have 0, and at the whole end, I would have 36. Hopefully you can make a connection with the 12's counting pattern. Otherwise, calculate 36 divided by 3. This will give you your answer. It's like we're adding 12, because 36 divided by 3 is 12. Then do 12 times 2, or 12 plus 12, which gives you your answer of 24. And then if you add another 12, then you'll get 36. Now you can see here that 2/3 is the same as 24. So 2/3 of 36 is 24. 2/3 of 90 is, well, straight away I know that the counting pattern is 30, 60, 90. So the second number here is 2/3 of 90. What about if I've got 1/6 of 48? You might make a connection like I did, that 6 times 8 is 48, which tells me that I'll be counting by 8s. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, which you can see that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal groups of 8. So in this case, 1/6 of 48 is 8. 5/6 of 48 is 40. Now, I suggest that you practice your counting patterns in order to get quicker and more accurate in calculating fractions of wholes. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this helps you to understand how to calculate fractions of whole numbers.